3 years ago, which a lot of you will know, I left the UK, I left my 9 to 5 my whole life with the dream of becoming a creator and making money from creating videos.
It's Christmas Eve, 4 days out. Been a little bit hungover today. Here's the boys. There they are. You're gonna feature, boys. You're gonna feature on my new YouTube.
And I left with nothing but a backpack and a dream.
Right, I've made it. Through security. First time I've really done this somewhere on my own, but I'm doing well so far. It's all pretty self-explanatory.
And I'm 3 years on, maybe a little over now, and I've built a 7-figure business with nothing but a backpack and that dream. How do you have a great adventure? How do you travel and have a great adventure, and how do you turn that into a business? What are the tips and tricks? So that's what we're going to get into. Reason why you should do that is because life is a journey. And journeys mean you should go somewhere. And going somewhere helps speed up the process of you going from unsuccessful to successful, from a boy to a man. Most people go away and travel. They travel for a few weeks. They come back broke, fat, depressed, and go back to the normal jobs. That was never an option for me. I was going to get rich traveling, or I was never going to come home. I would have been homeless before I'd gone home in a foreign country. That's how much I wanted this when I went for it. First, we'll go through guide for traveling, just in general, because I've made so many mistakes over the years and there's things you need to look out for.
Basically been robbed.
Then we'll go into rules of adventure.
You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat!
Women, because it'd be pretty fucking boring if you didn't.
Good service in Colombia.
And money, because that's very important. G's Guide to Travel, pack in. Take one backpack as hand luggage and have in there the essentials. Wear a pair of trainers, have a pair of smart shoes, have a pair of sliders. Then you can go on the beach, you can go to a nice dinner, you can do your gym. That's basically all you really need to do. In terms of fashion, don't dress like you do now. If you're going somewhere new, it's a really nice opportunity to reinvent yourself and reinvent who you are and what you stand for as a person and become someone new. On that side note, I just got a shit ton of tattoos done because I had a few too many cervezas with Max and we just potted into a tattoo shop, met a cool artist, and I ended up in there for 2 days.
Day two.
Unsure on what to get here. Just trying to figure out and design it now. I love them though. Some of you might not, but I think they're fucking awesome. But you get a chance to reinvent yourself with every bit of travel. So what I'd recommend you do is go on Pinterest before you leave for your travels. Find what you actually like and are drawn to and think looks good. And replicate that outfit with places like Massimo Dutti, H&M, cheap places. You don't have to spend loads of money. But replicate the same outfits of how you want to be, how you want to look. Like, use it as a chance to change who you are. Next one's banking. Before you leave on your adventures, banking in different countries is okay, but it's a little bit more difficult than usual. Before you leave, go and set up 3 or 4 different bank accounts and put your savings or your income in different bank accounts. So you've got some security, you can use different cards. If some of them get blocked, you've got other options. We had a nightmare here in Medellin. I got pickpocketed on my first day, I think it was, here, and that's all my banking apps gone. And luckily I've got a team and I had loads of like backup protocols, loads of ways of getting money. All right, next one, take cash. Make sure you don't just have bank cards. When you go to a new place, maybe it's Thailand, maybe it's South America, $1,000 worth of the home currency, so you've got some money just in case your cards don't work for whatever reason. Always carry cash. Make sure you've got a credit card. That's another one. When you're traveling the world, you're going to need to check into some hotels every now and again. Make sure that you've actually got a credit card so that you can pay those deposits from the hotel on the credit card, rather than having it taken out of the funds that you need to live. Hotels, I always use Agoda. Agoda is a booking app for hotels. I got, within a few months of being in Thailand, like Black Platinum status, and it always beats booking.com for me in terms of prices. Airbnbs versus hotels. Airbnbs are cheaper, better for longer stays, less safe, I'll mind you. Hotels are safer, more expensive. You decide what you want to do. Reason I say this is I got robbed in an Airbnb in Ibiza, and I got like $20,000 worth of stuff taken. And there's a few tips on security I want to give you when you're traveling. So if we'd gone into that villa and we check the doors like I do now, I check every door. I don't check them to see if they're locked. You should obviously lock them, but I check them to see if they've been kicked off their hinges before, if the door lock has been broken. Because if we'd looked in Ibiza, we would have seen that the door had been repaired so many times because this place was a setup. And there are many setups out there in the world. We were talking to a guy in the tattoo shop the other day who told us that he'd just been robbed in an Airbnb in Medellin, and it was an inside job. These happen way more than you think. So I've been super paranoid since I got robbed in Ibiza, and now I check every door when I go into a place, and then you'll find, okay, this has been kicked off its hinges, it's been repaired. I need to be extra vigilant, use the safe, and hide all your shit before you go out. Like, hide it in random ass places. Me, I'm so paranoid. Any of my friends will tell you, before I go anywhere, out of a hotel room, out of an Airbnb, I'm hiding my shit like on top of shelves. I'm hiding stuff under the bed, in the blankets, like loads of different places. I hide all my stuff just in case. Also, make sure you tip doorman, security. They can sometimes be in on it, and you can sway their favor into your court. Next one's SIM cards. Make sure you get a eSIM before you arrive at the place. There's been a lot of times where I've arrived at places, not had an eSIM. You need to get a document from your phone. You start getting some shit from immigration. I once got held in Bangkok immigration office for 3 hours, and it was only because I had an eSIM already and access to the internet. I could call a friend, a connection I knew, through the New Elite, my private network, and I could get myself out of there through his connects. Otherwise, I probably would have been screwed. I probably would have not been allowed in the country. So it's very good to always have access to the thing that allows you to communicate with the world, get your documents, get your banking, all that sort of stuff. Next is Jack's 6 non-negotiable rules of travel. Crafted through the last 3 years. Work and then fun. One of the biggest issues I see is people going to travel and just thinking, I'm just going to throw everything away, totally let my hair down, not focus on improving myself at all. And that's when it just becomes a vacation and they end up going back to a life they don't like. We don't want that to happen. So we always work and then we have our fun. We make our videos, and you should be as well. If you're going traveling, you're doing something that other people don't do, and I'm going to tell you how to make money from this in this video. But if you're doing something people don't do, they want to hear you doing it. They want to hear you on Instagram, on Reels. They want to hear you on YouTube. And you should be doing that every day, because a personal brand has completely changed my life. It's made me seven figures a year. For the last probably 2 years, I've been doing 7 figures. Before that, high 6 figures. A lot of money. Make sure you're posting videos. Next one's haircuts. Don't be in the group of people that just go around traveling looking scruffy like backpackers. You want this to become your lifestyle. You don't want this to be something you have to escape from. So treat it like normal life. Go and get a haircut every couple of weeks. Go and look slick. Same with the gym. Never miss the gym. 5 times a week minimum, even when you're traveling. Always find a gym. There's no reason to get soft and puffy and ruin your physique when you're traveling, because then it's not a lifestyle. You're just viewing it as a vacation. Same with diet. If you're going to splurge out, eat a load of pizza, ice cream, shit like that, happens every now and again, just don't eat as much. Like, eat 1 time in the day and then don't eat again. Same with booze. Don't drink too much. Don't get out of your mind in foreign countries, because people there, criminals there, are trained to look for foreigners that are out of their mind and steal all your shit. So it's not like the UK, it's not like America, you're not in a safe place, you're in uncharted territory. Do not get fucking hammered on your own traveling, or even with your friends, and not know what you're doing with yourself, because you'll end up in bad situations. So don't do that. Now, my rules of adventure. Adrenaline over party is my number 1 rule. A lot of people go and spend all their money drinking by a pool, all their money going out with the hostel people to various different bars and having a good time. Fair enough. You can do it once a week when you travel. That's enough. All parties are the same. If you haven't realised that, you will soon. I've been to amazing parties. I've had money for a while. I've had the tables. I've had the girls. I've had the shit parties, the good parties, everything in between. They're all the same. You don't remember them. What is actually life-changing is often adrenaline and adventure activities. Spend your money on that. Don't go to the touristy spots and sightsee a fucking tree or sightsee a fucking temple. If you drive past a temple and you're interested, go in and have a look. Don't make it your thing. You don't need to see what everyone else sees. The whole point of travel is to be unique. Go and find the things that people are too scared to do. Do the airsoft, do the paintball, do the quad biking, learn to ride a motorbike in a foreign country. Do a skydive, do things that scare you. That's a way better investment on your money over just getting blind drunk and sitting by a pool the whole time getting fat. Next rule of adventure, if you're going to turn this into a business and a lifestyle people want to respect you for and want to follow you for, as I have done, is new skill acquisition. You want to try and learn a new skill. When I first arrived in Thailand, I didn't know how to ride a motorbike. I'd always wanted to do it. I now had the ability to rent one without a license. So I rented my first bike, Honda CBR 250. I took it into a parking lot near the rental place, and I got YouTube out and I learned to ride a bike. It's one of the best skills I ever picked up. I've ridden dozens of bikes now, all around the world. Just rode some in Colombia. That's on this picture here. That was me the other day going through the mountains with Max. I taught Max to ride a bike, my cameraman, best friend.
Then just tell me what I actually have to do.
Right hand side is your brake, your left was your gear. I taught Max to ride a bike in Medellin. We had a great time up in the mountains. He learnt in a day. It's not that hard. New skill acquisition makes you feel way better. Do the Muay Thai camp, pay for that. Learn to ride a bike, get on the jet ski. That stuff's way better than partying, in my opinion. Next thing, there's going to be decisions to make when you travel. I want you to focus on the story-focused living. What makes the best story? What makes the best adventure? Don't go for safety and comfort when you travel. This is exactly what you're trying to break. Go for new and exciting. Go for the thing that you want to tell when you get home. Go for the thing that makes a great YouTube video. Go for the thing that makes a great Instagram reel. Do that. Story-focused living. Every time I make a decision in my life, I think to myself, what's the better story? And it's normally the riskier thing. It's always the riskier thing. Do that. Now, let's go on to women. Because travel wouldn't be the same without them. It's one of the best parts of travel is trying new and exciting things. Most of them, for me, are new women. Number one in getting women is you have a chance to be mysterious. You're no longer the guy that you were back home. You can be anything you want to be. I'm not saying directly lie, but say less. Be mysterious. Be the traveller that they can fall in love with for the next week. Have some good times. Don't take them with you. I've only learnt this by doing it. So if you do it, fair enough. I'm not judging you. But I've done this. Don't take them with you. You're on your journey. And to be honest, your journey, if you're 25 or younger, your journey is only just beginning. You're going to want to travel a fair bit. You might want to live in different places around the world and meet new people. And you want to be ready to go, go, go. And just be honest with women and enjoy your time with them. But don't try and take them with you. I would say don't get wifed up too early. I've done it multiple times. It's just wreaked havoc on my life. To be honest, it makes me feel a bit bad sometimes because I've given girls a certain life and then I've had to go and do something else for my business and let them go and they go back down to whatever they were doing before and they lose the lifestyle, and I feel bad about that now. So just a tip in advance, try not to take them with you. Have fun with them, be honest, be open, have a great time. Keep them in the phone, see them when you go back, but remember the mission. The mission is to become the best version of yourself, document the journey, have an amazing time and make money from this. Wrap it up, obviously. I mean, occasionally it doesn't happen, but most of the time you really should try and wrap it up, especially in foreign countries. You don't want to be getting something nasty. Make sure you wrap it up. Always have Johnnies on you. Another one, don't pass out. Very important for South America, apparently. I haven't had any issues, but apparently people just get drugged there by women sometimes and all their shit taken. I've never had any issues with this in my life personally, but don't take a girl back when you're absolutely fucked up and you pass out afterwards. If you're a G and you're following this guide, your stuff will already be hidden, so you should be all right. When you go back with a girl, just be careful when you trust people. Take some time to trust people traveling. Take some time to trust the people you meet. Don't let being scared or being lonely make you trust the wrong people when you travel. Still keep your head about you and take time to learn and get to know someone. Don't trust everyone. Don't be a prick. Just because you're in a foreign country doesn't mean you can treat the women like shit. Doesn't mean you can be a bastard. This is just standard gentleman rules. Just make sure you're not a prick. Just be nice. Be a nice guy, be a gentleman. Leave women better than you found them. That's what I say. Like, make women say to their friends, "Oh, he was so nice, I wish he hadn't gone. Like, he was such a good guy to hang out with." Don't be an asshole. Don't need them. Don't need them. And you'll get way more of them. Don't ever need them. Need yourself and your routine and your thing and be focused on you and be less interested in them than you are in you. And this isn't in day-to-day conversation. You can show interest when you're talking to a girl. You can be interested in what she does and ask questions. But as a whole, don't be following them around. Don't be messaging them all the time. Give them some space and they'll come to you. But at the same time, always talk to them. The majority of the relationships that I've had and the girls that I've met traveling has just been walk next to them in the street or saw them in a shop or any of these things. A couple on Tinder, but not that many. I just talk to every girl that I like the look of and I just say, hello, how you doing? Yeah, I'm traveling here. Maybe you can show me around. Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. Sometimes you get the Insta, sometimes you don't. Don't be scared. You're a new person. Talk to everybody. Before you know it, your phone will be bursting. You'll have girls in your phone messaging you all the time, wanting to go out, have a good time. Then it's your choice, your discipline on whether you actually go out all the time or whether you need time to focus on the money part of this equation, which is very important. So, most people travel for a good time. You are going to have a good time, but you want to make this your lifestyle. And that's exactly what it can become. That's what it became for me. When you go traveling, you should either have one of the new iPhones, and you can film everything on that to start. Doesn't have to be complicated. Or take the Osmo Action 5. I've been using that as my personal cam on all my travels, and it's a great camera, great audio, night vision setting, where it's like super bright even at night, and just great quality camera that you can take in the water, motorbikes, all that stuff. Document the journey of who you are becoming on this adventure. Tell them before you go. Post a reel every day, post a YouTube video every day. It doesn't have to be crazy edited or anything like that. You're building your culture, your lifestyle, and you're showing other people how you've changed. Now, over time, people are going to watch that and they're going to think, wow, this guy's cool. I like the way he lives. I want to live like that. Maybe I can learn from him. And that's really where the business starts to come out of this. You can actually make money from this life. Talk to that camera. Use it as a diary log. This is how I felt when this happened. This happened to me today. This is what I'm doing now. I've joined the Muay Thai gym. I'm training to do this. I've learned this about my life. I've learned this about my life. I've become this kind of person. I had this thing happen to me. It's when you advise other people and you show them a life they want to live, that they want to do business with you. That's how my entire business was built, was just becoming who I wanted to be, having a really good time, becoming the best version of myself, and then people wanted to learn that from me. They wanted to learn the problems I'd solve for myself because they saw me authentically solve them over time. And that's what we do still to this day. I teach people exactly how to do this in Icon Blueprint. I teach people exactly the method I use to turn my lifestyle into a 7-figure business. And for most of the guys in our community, just replace their current income. They're not that interested in doing 50, 100 grand months. They just want to replace their income and live a life of freedom. It's very easy to do when you know how. Another thing you need to do is you need to create a lifestyle and brand IP. Someone that's really good right now, #Brady. You've got Speed. They're just two very good examples. Like, not really info product creators. They're just mainstream entertainers. They just created a really hard to ignore lifestyle and brand IP. Brand IP is when you have your own sayings for things, like Speed would bark at the camera and you couldn't not watch him because of his energy, and #, has loads of similar stuff. I'm not saying they're the best examples for like how you should make your brand. It has to be down to you. You need to refine that. But create a lifestyle and brand IP that people can know you for and love you for. When you're on your travels, cool things, different things. Like I created the Finger Blast 3000. If you're an OG, you know what that is. If you're not an OG, go and watch the video. I think it's How to Become Better Than 90% of Men in Bed that I did 2 or 3 years ago. Like, create names for things and talk the way that you talk and talk the way you talk to your friends. That's what I would say. Don't be scared of anything. Normally, for most people, you hate the life you live now. You really want to leave it. Why would you be scared to just be who you are on social media? The worst thing that happens is you just delete your social media and just go back to your boring shit job. And nobody's going to remember because everybody cares about themselves. Most people are too scared to ever take a risk, to ever go and do that. Talk about the things that you say to your friends, even if they're wrong or even if they're a bit crazy. Talk the way you talk to your friends to that camera, and people that are like you will relate to you. I don't want to be liked by people that I don't relate with. A lot of you watch this video and there's always people that are like, this is shit, or you shouldn't be saying that. And you just have to not give a shit. You just have to not care about that. You have to go after the life that you really want to live. And it's going to bring the people that you do like way closer to you, and they're your biggest fans. They're the people you focus on. Like, all of the people I'm close with in New Elite and Icon Blueprint are all people like me. And they love, the more me I am, the more they love my content. And the more the people that are not like me hate my content. And that's exactly what you want. How to monetize. As you're traveling, you're going to have a lot of options to monetize your business if you are consistent with social media. And we go into this massively in Icon Blueprint. If you want to book a call with my team, find out how we can help you, or just watch the training video underneath this, you can. But no pressure, you can go and figure it out for yourself if you want, but we do have the fast track. Number one's AdRev. In case you didn't know, if you do like 1 million views. Yeah, sorry, camera just turned off for some reason. But in case you didn't know, for AdRev, if you do 1 million views, so just a big viral vid, or you consistently post every day and you do, my maths is terrible, about 30,000 views a day through your videos and your old ones, you'll make probably between 5 and 10K a month just off AdRev for your content creation. So that's always worth taking a chance on. Just in case, as you're traveling, as you're enjoying yourself, some of your videos pop and people start to watch you. Guys like Kurt Kaz, if you've seen him, like he just got millions of views traveling the world, going through some of the most dangerous places in South America and speaking Spanish. Really cool channel. And he'll have made a lot of money on AdRev. Your next one is sponsors. If you're living a lifestyle that you've designed and it fits with a brand, don't be scared to reach out to brands and say, look, man, I'm doing this great adventure. I'm getting this many views. What would you pay me for that? And you can make another 5 to 10 on sponsorships, often more. I've done 15K a month on one sponsor before for a solid 6 months, getting paid 15K. And then we kind of went in different directions, which was fine. They had some issues with the business, but $15,000 a month just for putting them in a video. If you align with the product, it's a very good way to make money. But the main one, how I've done 7 figures and how I still do to this day, traveling the world, $100,000 a month profit on average, is through education. And the way we do this is you teach people what you've learned and you bring people together. So as I went to Thailand and I tripled my testosterone through living this new lifestyle and getting out of the office, and I learned how to do that and I had the results. I taught people how to do that and I made my first info product. There's nothing wrong at all with selling information to people. It's a fantastic way to learn from someone that's seen your journey, seen you do something and complete it. And then they want to pay you for that extra information or to get closer to you. And you'd be really surprised at how many people will pay. My first business was the $50 Triple Your Testosterone program, where I made some videos about how I did it, some PDF docs, and I made a little community for guys to ask questions. And I just made that for $50. And that scaled me from 0 to 10K a month in my first month on that product, with about 10,000 subs on YouTube. And then we scaled that to about 20. And then after that, we created another offer because people wanted to get closer to us around the world. We made a private network for entrepreneurs, people that wanted to travel but didn't know how. We scaled that up. And now we just have New Elite and Icon Blueprint. Guys that have already made money, want to get to know us, want to travel with us, want the tips and tricks on business, want high-level masterminds, they join New Elite. And then guys that want to learn specifically the personal branding, how we got to 7 figures, use our software, use everything we've got, all my tips and tricks for YouTube, they join Icon Blueprint, join the community. I coach them every week on calls. Guys, that's how I did it. That's my rules for travel. That's how you have a good time. Always have a good adventure and start to document your journey. If you want to learn how to do it from me directly, get weekly coaching, learn everything we know about making content that helped us build our business, go and check out the free training down below for Icon Blueprint and book a call with our team. And it'd be a pleasure to see you inside. If not, watch the free stuff, enjoy the journey, have a good time, and I'll see you on the next one. Whoop-pow!